Guardians of Being. Words by Eckhart Tolle. Art by Patrick McDonnell. True happiness is found in simple, seemingly unremarkable things. But to be aware of little quiet things, you need to be quiet inside. A high degree of alertness is required. Be still, look, listen, be present. Sorry, dirty, been out in the garden today, being present. Bring awareness to the many subtle sounds of nature. The rustling of leaves in the wind. Raindrops falling. The humming of an insect. The first bird song at dawn. Give yourself completely to the act of listening. Beyond the sounds, there is something greater, a sacredness that cannot be understood through thought. Look at a tree, a flower, a plant. Let your awareness rest upon it. How still it is, how deeply rooted in being. Allow nature to teach you stillness. Everything natural, every flower, tree, and animal has important lessons to teach us if we would only stop, look, and listen. We're about to hear a tractor, so listen. Just watching an animal closely can take you out of your mind and bring you into the present moment, which is where the animal lives all the time, surrendered to life. Lovely neighbors. It's so wonderful to watch an animal because an animal has no opinion about itself. It is. That's why the dog is so joyful. Why the cat purrs. When you pet a dog or you listen to a cat purring, thinking may subside for a moment and a space of stillness arises within you, a doorway into being. The vital function that pets fulfill in this world has not been fully recognized. They keep millions of people sane. They have become guardians of being. Most of us live in a world of mental abstraction, conceptualization, and image making, a world of thought. We are immersed in a continuous stream of mental noise. It seems that we can't stop thinking. I was thinking of all my problems. I was thinking of all the pain of the past, and I was thinking of all the uncertainty of the future. And I was thinking, poor me, my sad life. And then I was thinking how little time there is. And I'm really thinking it's all just hopeless. What can I do? Stop thinking. Just as a dog loves to chew bones, the human mind loves its problems. We get lost in doing, thinking, remembering, anticipating, lost in a maze of complexity and a world of problems. Nature can show us the way home, the way out of prison of our own minds. The brightest star in all the heavens, always there to show me the way, is the dog star, also known as Sirius, or my Earl, his dog. Close your eyes and say to yourself, I wonder what my next thought is going to be. Then become as alert as a cat watching a mouse hole. You may find that, as long as you're absolutely alert, the next thought does not arise. I have lived with many Zen masters, all of them cats. Millions of people who otherwise would be completely lost in their minds and in endless past and future concerns are taken back by their dog or cat into the present moment again and reminded of the joy of being. We've forgotten what rocks, plants, and animals still know. We've forgotten how to be still, to be ourselves, to be where life is, here and now. Like the bee says, what's on my to-do list today? Just be. The dog is in the now, so it can teach you or remind you. The secret of life is to always live in the moment, to live in the now. Now? Now. The last now or the next now. The now now. Oh, like now? Just like it. Oh, again. Look at me. I'm now living in the now. Me, right here, right now. No future, no past, just now, now, now. Okay, now what? Be as alert as you watch a dog at play or at rest. Just let the animal teach you to feel at home in the now, to celebrate life by being completely present. The dog is still in a natural state, and you can easily see that because you have problems and your dog doesn't. And while your happy moments may be rare, your dog celebrates life continuously. Earl, it is so nice to get away from it all, I guess. Although I don't have that much of an all to get away from. You just watch the tail. With some dogs, you just look at them, and just a little look is enough, and their tail goes, life is good, and they are not telling themselves a story of why life is good. It's a direct realization. The human says, I love myself, or I hate myself. The dog says, woof woof, which translated means I am myself. I call that integrity, being one with yourself. The dog has no self-image, good or bad, so he has no need to play roles, nor does he love himself or hate himself. He has no self. How to live free of the burden of self, what a great spiritual teaching. The key to transformation is to make friends with this moment. What form it takes doesn't matter. Say yes to it, allow it, be with it. Oh, that was the dog's teaching, and I'm just translating it into words. Gee, what time is it? Now, 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 now. Dogs always know what time it is. So, you think we should go for a walk? Arf? Okay. Allow your dog to take you for a walk every day. It's good for the body and it's good for the soul. You're full of good ideas, aren't you, Earl? Arf? Dogs emanate a goodness that people respond to. One of the joys of walking your dog is that often people come up to you and immediately their hearts open. They're not interested in you, of course. They want to pat your dog. Dogs offer the precious opportunity, even to people who are trapped in their egos, of loving and being loved unconditionally. They have been with humans for thousands of years, and now there is a link between dogs and humans, much closer than it has ever been. So part of their divine purpose is to help us, but it always goes both ways, because by living with humans, dogs also grow in consciousness. It is reciprocal. Because dogs and cats live in the original state of connectedness with being, they can help us regain it. When we do so, however, that original state deepens and turns into awareness. We don't fall below thinking, we rise above it. Nature will teach you to be still if you don't impose on it a stream of thoughts. A very deep meeting takes place when you perceive nature in that way, without naming things. sitting quietly, doing nothing, spring comes and the grass grows by itself. When you don't cover up the world with words and labels, a sense of the miraculous returns to your life that was lost a long time ago when humanity, instead of using thought, became possessed by thought. A depth returns to your life. Things regain their newness, their freshness. What is it that so many people find enchanting in animals? Their essence, their being, is not covered up by the mind as it is in most humans. Whenever you feel that essence in another, you also feel it in yourself. Every being is a spark of the divine, or God. Look into the eyes of the dog and sense that innermost core. When you are present, you can sense the spirit, the one consciousness, in every creature and love it as yourself. Love is a deep empathy with the other's beingness. You recognize yourself, your essence in the other, and so you can no longer inflict suffering on the other. You are not separate from the whole. You are one with the sun, the earth, the air. You do not have a life. You are life. The one life, that one consciousness, takes on the form of a man or woman, a blade of grass, a dog, a planet, a sun, a galaxy. This is the play of forms in the dance of life. We are ultimately not separate, not from one another, nor from any living thing. The flower, the tree, the cat, the dog. You can sense yourself in them, the essence of who you are. You could say God. There is a term, a Christian term, which is beautiful. Loving the Creator in the creature. Beautiful book. Eckhart Tolle, and artwork done by Patrick McDonald. It's a children's book. I checked it out at my local library, where you could probably find it at yours as well.